Okay, today on the John Deere backhoe, we're going to be getting everything else put back on. We got to hook up a bunch of hydraulic lines and get the radiator and oil cooler and all that stuff put on. And but first, before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and pressure wash off everything because I normally can't get to this stuff and get it cleaned up. And now that it's dismantled, I have a good opportunity here to get everything degreased and a little bit cleaner. And it really helps me out a lot if you subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. That really helps people see the videos and helps my content get out there. And always leave comments down below. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. Okay, it's actually been 2 days since I got the pressure washing done. I was hoping to get back to work on this the same day, except I was waiting for this little piece of hose coming from John Deere, and apparently John Deere forgot to green it. So it was delayed one day, and then the next day was so insanely hot. And I think it was like 98 degrees, and it felt like 120 because our humidity has been so insanely high. So I spent the day video editing and doing stuff indoors and air conditioning. However, though, today I need to get this done, and I need to get this hose installed on this steel line right here. And once I get that done, then I can finally finish all of this, because then my radiator can go on here. And then my fuel tank assembly and everything can go on. So this hose is what's been holding me up on everything. And we're going ahead and get this installed and hopefully get this reassembled. It's already hot, but I'm going to try to get this done. Okay, so this rubber hose or coupler, whatever you want to call it, it goes onto this steel line here. Pull this out. It's kind of like an oily slug. So I got my hose hooked up here on this end of the steel line. I'm assuming this is the way to do it. I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and get my hose clamp all in place and ready, because I don't want to forget to put the hose clamp on before I get this in place. Oh yeah, this is going to be fun to put on. Let me re-thank you. Let me pull this back out and reposition the hose on here. Okay, change of plans here. I'm going to try to put my hose on this end. And then maybe it'll be easier to get that pipe put on. have to slide this back, which is really easier said than done. And I need to go further. There it is. You want to be really cautious with these steel lines, because it is easy to cross thread them. And apparently a 12-inch crescent wrench is too small for this. Well, that's that on there, about halfway. So that's good enough right now. I'll get a wrench here later and get that tightened. Now I'll go ahead and get this hose coupler pulled back on here the rest of the way, I guess. Which I don't know how I'm going to do yet. However, I need to move you guys out of the way. Okay, I had to move you guys out of the way because I could not walk around the camera. It's so tight to walk in here. And I finally got this on all the way. Anyway, though, so that's going to be good enough, though. I'm done with it. I spent way too much time on it. So I guess now I'm going to go ahead and get the radiator and all this stuff here put on. Okay, so I got my water lines put in here off the water pump. Then into the side of the, I guess, oil filter. That's weird. Anyway, and I'm missing the hose clamp here, which I need to go get one, but it's too late. The hardware is closed. So it's fine. I don't have to have that clamp on here right now because it's easy to get to. I can just pull this off and pull it on later. But I wanted to get these set in place and tightened down so I can put my fan on. So once the fan's on, I can go ahead and put the radiator on, and I can put the oil cooler on. And I'm really excited about putting the radiator and oil cooler on because they are one of the last things that has to go on before I am done with this. So if I remember right, taking all this stuff apart, I had a horrible time getting off the radiator and the oil cooler. And the oil cooler hooks up here. One line goes on top of the hydraulic pump and the other line goes right to here. And then there's a bolt hole here. And then one corresponding on that side there under the fan. And it took me like over an hour to get those bolts out. I'm hoping it's going to go better going back together. But we'll see. Okay, for putting on the oil cooler here, it's going to be a little bit of a hassle because this stem here does not stick down very far, and I'm going to try to get it put into here. Right here, as I pointed out before, is my mount, and I can pick this up some. So I think it's about my best bet is to try to get this held up and get it stuck onto that in there. So I'll let me put the camera down, and we'll see on what we can do. Okay, the oil cooler is officially on. I didn't really feel much putting this bolt in because first off, there's not really much to it. And also, it's kind of tight walking down underneath here to get to it. I got my lines all hooked up. This line here was actually way easier than what I thought it was going to be. And this one up here was actually more of a hassle to get pushed on. So I'm going to go ahead, I guess, and get the radiator stuck on the other side. That should be a lot easier. And, man, we're getting close to done. I'll just stick that nut on there for a second to hold it, so I can get this top one here into place. There it is. Okay, now I need to get the main hydraulic line here hooked up. I had this hooked up earlier because I wasn't paying attention, and kind of find out this is one of the last things that has to go on. Okay, that's going to be it. Pulled my cover up there so it doesn't wear on the hose. And I think we're getting close to done. The radiator's still leaning back, but I need to put the support rod on, but I can't do that until after the front end's on. Or the fuel tank, the bumper, the grill, I don't know what you call it. So, man, we're getting darn close to starting this. Okay, we finally got the fuel tank assembly and bumper, grill, whatever you want to call it. We finally got it put on. And I just need to hook up the fuel lines, which will take a few minutes, and a couple other small miscellaneous things. I need to put the plate here in the front, but it's too hot to mess with it right now. Next, I'm probably going to go ahead and get the air filter assembly put up on it, and go ahead and change oil in the transmission and hydraulic system, and get all that drained out. And then hopefully after that, we're going to be putting the loader on, and then seeing if the oil vein starts up. It is terribly hot out here right now, so I'm going to call it quits for today. And I appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment down below, and I'll see you next week.